so what we're going to do, no. Alright, we're talking about the project. Now, what we did as a warm-up today, we reviewed, Raul, for the project. So the first thing I had you do was get slope. Please do the same thing. Make sure you have the same thing on your paper. It should be labeled x1, y1, x2, y2. I asked you to get the slope, and so you're going to use the slope formula. Raul, can I have you stop talking while I'm recording, please? And we're doing the notes. Alright, yes, please. If you don't have the formula, please have it so you can refer to it if you need help during your project. So then y2. Linda, what's y2? Which number is y2? y2? Negative 8. Yes. Minus y1, Ahad, is y1. Thank you. Over x2, Xochitl. 6 minus Anel x1. Okay, and if you didn't put the negative 3, it was going to mess you up. What did you get, Diodone, when you put this exactly how it looks in the calculator? Thank you. That was a slope for number 1. If you got that correct, that was 50 points on this morning's minute quiz. Good job, Diodone. Then on number 2, what you're supposed to do, the y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Now, this one was on page 42. You just do the formula. A lot of people did this much better, and this is like y dot 2, which is an IXL. Everything has to be finished by December 20th. Here, it's going to be y is what, Masterino? A number or y? Y. Minus y1. Ali, what's y1? 10. Good. Equals, now, for your m, you put the m that you got, which is what, Alejandro? Negative 2. And then you're going to put x, parentheses x, minus x1. What is x1, Denise? It's not 3, it's negative 3. So because it's negative, what do you put here, Lam Lam? Plus 3. Okay, that's your answer for number 2. That's your answer for number 2. So on number 3, I think you were asking about this. When you do number 3, you're going to do y. The same thing. I'm just going to use my colors now, because y'all know I'm color crazy. Black. Alright, so what you're going to do next is you're going to, the first step is to multiply. I think some of you are getting the hang of it. You're going to multiply this negative 2 times everything inside, so it's going to be negative 2x. Negative 3 times a positive 3 is a negative 6. Then you're going to bring everything down. And then you're going to move it. Here it's a minus 10. To undo a minus 10, you do what, Anel? What's the opposite of minus? Plus 10. Here you do plus 10. That gives you 4. Bring this down. It's a positive. Bring down the y. So y equals negative 2x plus 4. Now, that was one way of doing it. The other way of doing number 3 is, what did you do, Kim? Did you do it like this, or did you do it in the calculator? Yeah, you could also do it in the calculator like what we did on page 48. There's 11 steps, and you could have done it the same exact way. So you're going to have to do this in just a minute on your project. That's why we're reviewing, and it's been part of the IXLs. It's been part of your test number 7. Now we're going to do number 4. I didn't ask you to do number 4, but number 4, it says to graph. To graph the equation, it has to be in y equals. Write this down. I just messed that up. It has to be in y equals. Is this equation, does it say y equals, only y equals? No. So you're going to have to solve. For number 4. Number 4 should be like page 36 and 37, which were the ed puzzles, and it should be like S.12. So we're going to review, because I know a lot of people have not finished S.12. First thing you're going to do is squiggly, circle, underline. This has an X, so we're going to squiggly. This has a Y, so we're going to circle. This does not have X or Y, so we underline. We draw a line down the equal set. That's the first step. Circle, squiggly, underline. Make sure you take some notes. because a lot of you have not finished S.12. Alright, so next, I did that. The next step is to move things. Here on this side is the circle, yes? This is not a circle. The 10x is not a circle. It has to move. If it's positive, what is the opposite of positive, Ahad? Negative 10x squiggly. Because it's a squiggly, 10 minus 10 is 0, it doesn't go under the underline. It goes next to it. It goes next to it. That's my second step, is to move things. Circle, squiggly, underline, then I move things. Now I'm going to bring everything down. Was someone going to ask something? AB, can you put your laptop away? Alright, and the last step is you're going to just get it to be a y equals. Here it says 2y, so I have to make that 2 into a 1. I don't subtract, because subtract would be moving. I don't move it. Does someone know what I do? From Sochil's table, what do I do? It is being multiplied, so you do the opposite of multiply, which is divide. What do you divide by? 2 divided by 1 would give you 2 again. You divide it by 2, the number in front of the y. You divide everything by 2. So then it just, 2 divided by 2, that gives you 1. So it's just y equals 20, no, not 0. 20 divided by 2 is 10. And negative 10 divided by negative 2 is negative 5. Yep. So what I did was so the first thing I did was I squiggly underline, I moved it, and then I divide. Those are my 3 things that I did. I moved it, and then I divided by 2. That's all I'm doing. Literally 2 things that I'm doing. Now, to make the graph, I need the banana, which is the underline. So the one I underline is this one. That means my banana is at 10. So that's my first beginning point. That's the point I begin at. Here's 10, and I put the banana at 10. Why? Because I first solved it. It's the one that you underline. That's the banana. It goes on the y-axis. Do y'all remember this? Nobody forgot? Alright, so then I do the slope. It's negative 5, but I don't see the number over it. What does it have to be? Negative 5 over... If it's a whole number, nope, it's not going to be over. You always put a whole number over 1. So you go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the banana over 1. Do it again and again and again. Down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. Put a big obvious point there. Down 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. Oops. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. Alright, and then you're going to connect the points. And that's how you're going to do number 4.